Hey, well, hello. There you are, where I left you on purpose for my dramatic intro. Just finishing up some chores around here. Let me move the camera. We'll go in. Oop, geez. Fall over. Can you hear me this morning? I can't see it at all. There we go. Now I can see. Let me come inside and set this up real quick. And hopefully you can hear me and see me all right. Just finishing up some chores around. Let's see. Go. 5x5, awesome. Yay. Try and get it level now so I'm not tilted. So you can see and hear me today. Awesome. I have my little microphone on today. Yesterday I didn't because I was trying to pick up background sounds, but welcome to my stream. I'm out in the quail shack this morning. Hope everyone's doing okay. Let's see, we got quite a few people in here. Hey, Nikki, good morning. And good morning, Verna. CDB, awesome to see you. I see you said hi to Phil. I don't see him, but I'm assuming Mr. Landfill's in here. Renegade, good morning from Missouri. Sun is out, finally above freezing and slowly melting. Awesome. The 10 plus inches of snow. Wow. Well, all that moisture will be nice though come spring here. Verna's saying 41 is the high today. If anyone wants to check out the weather, you should be able to type in weather and then your zip code or something, and that'll drop it. Love spring. Spring isn't until March 20th this year, so we are about a month away. I do love it, though. I am getting excited for it. Hey, Steve, good morning. Very much looking forward to spring and warmer weather, yep. Careful, if March comes in like a lion, then it will go out like a lamb. But it looks like it's going to come in like, hey, Renegade, 2 inches in your neighborhood there, Nikki, huh? Looks like it's going to come in like a lamb and go out like a lion. Well, we will see. Oop, moving this around. Oh, you're on a swivel today. All right, everyone can see and hear me. You got drifts 12 to 15 inches. Wow. When I used to live out in the backside of the mountain here, we would get it like that. But hey, looks like maybe Aaron or Christina's in here. Awesome. Weather in Franklin. See, Verna's got it at 40 degrees. Wind is blowing at 8 miles an hour and humidity's at 46. And then Gidros' weather there, and Galliano is 54, wind at 11, and humidity at 91. I think you said it was supposed to rain all day. You were going to have a 100% chance. So, yep. So I've been out here. Today's going to be kind of a short stream. I'm not going to take up too much of your all's time. Got a lot to do, but I wanted to hop on. So I'm just out here doing some chores, cleaning up, some spring cleaning, I guess, if you will, getting ready for spring. And so I've been cleaning up in the quail shack here and trying to get it better prepared to have some more quail in it. One thing Aaron had said in his live stream over there yesterday, I think it was someone else in his live stream had mentioned that I remember, had mentioned who they had finished their quail barn or quail shack. And Aaron says, good, now you get to realize that it's too small and need to rebuild it bigger. And that's a good problem to have. And that's definitely something I kind of ran into too. Although I do have a lot of space in here, I can just do it better. So a couple things I just wanted to talk about while I drink my tea and say hello this morning. Was kind of that, nothing too big. I was on yesterday pouring a cement pad over here, but other than that, I haven't been on too much. February's been a very busy and interesting month for me, as I'm sure it has a lot of y'all. I do plan on getting all back to the schedule on March, or to a schedule, I guess. I won't be doing my March 1st video because I have some very important family things that day. So, but besides that, we'll be on. We plan the builds that we still have in progress that are going slow as everything is that button quail cage build. They're still in the big tote and they're doing fine. They're loving it, but I want to get them a better area. Nice jewelry on your thumb. I guess I'll mention kind of what's been going on here. Yep. So yesterday I poured the concrete, did a little live of that, bought technology, and had some fun though. And then I went inside and my wife was making potato chips, and I think she's doing that again today. And so she was slicing the potatoes using the mandolin, and I decided I was going to help her out. And so I grabbed it. It's a huge, everyone give me a thumbs up. And so I grabbed it and sliced my finger. So speaking of, I was mulling around the idea today for the live stream here, doing slicing some beef jerky and making that, or doing some other things like that, and decided not to do so today. So instead, we're just chatting in the quail shack. But I did. I took a good piece of my thumb off, and it was bleeding pretty bad. Spicy Mom was there to help me. I do have something out here that I didn't use because I cut it inside and just, did put pressure on it right away, and then we bandaged it. But if I had been outside or didn't have access to all the stuff, I do want to mention something I have here. Ooh, let's see. So this is my yarrow leaf powder. It's actually purple yarrow, and I just powdered the leaf down. And this is actually a hemostat powder. So you can do it just like this or add some marshmallow root too for comfort. But if I had needed, and I was bleeding, like this was pumping out, and I had done it outside, maybe on the concrete build or something, I could have taken some of the yarrow that's growing or this dried yarrow powder I have here. And if it wasn't stopping, it did. I put a little finger tourniquet pretty much and pressure right away, and so it stopped just by applying that pressure. But if I wasn't able to do that and it wasn't stopping, I could have put some of this yarrow powder on it, and that acts just like a hemostat powder. For pain, I pretty much just stick through it. That's kind of what I always do. I'm pretty used to pain, to be honest. I've fallen in deep fryers and cut myself and been in hospitals way more times than I can count. It's the Tim the Toolman syndrome, I guess. No, it's cringeworthy, yeah. So that's kind of a running thing no matter where I go, and it has been my whole life, whether it be at different jobs or with my family, to keep sharp things away from me. I just can't escape that one. Yep. So if there's a way to hurt myself, I'm a lot like the quail. So maybe this is why I get along with the quail so well. Because I'm a lot like a quail. If there's a way to injure myself, I will. Pretty much. Well, I'm out here in the quail shack figuring out a better way that I can get these cages set up and positioned and all that stuff going on. Yarrow powder, yep. And then Verna was saying for the pain, I could have done clove powder, and I don't have that, but that's a good idea. So you might hear some banging going around and stuff. The chickens were upset with me earlier because I took away one of their nesting boxes over here. Over there, and it had eggs, and I collected their eggs, took away the box, and moved it. So they were going crazy. But this Winola cages, not clove powder, oh, clove oil. Okay, I don't have that either, but yeah. So the quail cages I'm using here, I started off by building one, which looked similar to that one out there. And those served their purpose. They were really big and did really well. Accident prone, yeah, I am. That's true. I had to rewash and clean the whole chip area to restart. Yes, I ruined the chip area. I was trying to add a little protein in there. I think Steve was saying that was good, right, Steve? And I really like these. So I started with that cage and that worked well. It served its purpose. It's really big. I think I like them more for a grow out or maybe for like an every now and then cage because they have the dirt bath in them. Actually, I'll show that real quick. So these cages are great. I like the egg rollout, are really convenient and easy, especially if you're selling the eggs or doing things like that. If you have a little more time and you're able to come out here and collect them every day, I do like these because they get their dirt bath and they have an area they can kind of hide. So this is more of a nice area for the quail. The other cages I have are like this one I built, which I really like. This one has egg roll out, or I can do it just flat bottom. And it's a pretty good size. Then I have this Winola cage here, this 3-tier, and I have the bigger one in the greenhouse too. I won't go over there right now. The Winola cages, I still think are my favorite, especially if you're trying to go towards business, which I am, even though it's very slow start. I sell eating eggs right now. I really eventually would like to get MPIP certified and move it along. Everyone on here inspires me so much with how much they do. I do give her challenges. But you know what? We bandaged it up and I was out here doing yard work right away. So I was saying, I really like the Winola cages because they're good for rollout and for resale kind of commercial use. One thing that you can get their cages that are bigger that have it. One thing I don't like about mine is the waters are in the back and the feeders are in the front, and it just makes it really hard for cleanup and maintenance and all that, especially when I'm in a limited space. So because I'm doing it in a smaller area, the way I have it set up, and that's kind of difficult for me. So what I'm going to do is the longer, larger Winola one, the flat one, I was able to kind of rig that up so that it can have the feeder and water in the front. And so that one's going to come in here. It's probably going to sit under this window right over here. This big 3-tier, I'm going to be putting out the back door behind me there. And it's just going to go out back behind in the covered area, but behind here. And that's going to be for breeder sets. Through the summer, they're absolutely fine out there. They're actually fine in the winter too. To be honest, I forgot to shut all these windows the other night, a couple of them. And they dropped down into the 20s and the birds are just fine. They do just well. So this 3-tier will go out for the breeding program out back. Possibly, I'm still debating whether that large Winola will go under the window or out back for the breeding program too, but that's the plan. This one here is going to be used for grow out. So I do like that. That one outside, I think I'm going to be using it for like an every now cage that I can kind of rotate them through. So they can get a dirt bath once a month or so for the ones I'm keeping for longer. With that said, we do want to be eating a lot more quail. Something that it's just timing with the butchering and all, but with that, we're going to be doing a lot more of that this summer. That's the plan. Matt keeps us on his toes. The hardest part was getting him to sit still after I got him bandaged up. Yeah. I can't sit still. If I sit still, I fall asleep. So, got my cover on it. So I'd like to rotate them out through that one, the ones I'm keeping longer. We're going to be culling them though at about 10 weeks throughout the summer pretty often. And actually listening to everyone using the Ghidro subscription program in there, and I was thinking that sounds kind of neat. Maybe we'll have to look at that or something. I'll have to see. But we do want to be culling them more, and I want to be pushing them out more. So with all that, it's going to leave this back wall. And then this whole wall too, I don't need to access the door in the summer. So I'm going to build out some cages, just some hanging ones. I think some really simple ones that hang up high that I can use. Hey, Dad, good to see you. And that's the plan. So I'm going to grab one of these little quail. What else has been going around here? We've been a lot of planting. Got all our little seeds in. I kind of showed that last night too. I'm going to grab one of these quail. These are mixed quail. These are actually mixed of the Gidros quail and Nikki and James, Nikki's quail over at Short Pickens. So Gidros Family Farm and Short Pickens quail is in this cage right now. I had some of those incubating issues and other issues at the time, so I just combined the flocks when they were little. Beautiful birds, look at that. And you're okay, I got you. There we go. And oh, this one, a little damage on the head. Beautiful birds. Right now in the incubator, we have 9 silky eggs that I got. Those went in last Tuesday, so it'll be 1 week this Tuesday at night. And they took a little while in the mail just because Albuquerque stinks, but they were packaged wonderfully, and actually really cool package. You'll have to check out my Facebook page, and I post a picture of that. But Christina did a cool job with that, and we got some silky eggs, which is awesome. Thank you guys. And I sent you a bunch of tea, and then I realized last night, actually, when I looked at it, I think I sent you 2 of the same ones instead of one of the anxiety ones as well. So I'm going to send you guys another box. It's coming along. And with that, that's pretty much going to clear out most of us on our teas, besides a few ones we're developing with some of the items we haven't used. A lot of stuff is popping up, though. Peppermint and things are going great already here. So we'll be drying those and doing that. We did get a new dehydrator this year, and so we'll be using that, which is awesome. Company for Nikki. Yeah, she has 2 little friends right now. I thought they'd come in here. Normally, she's all over me. So there's 3 of them right now, and hopefully get another. We're hoping for a roux. So this year, definitely, now that I kind of know what we're doing with the teas a little bit more, I have a little bit better plan. It takes me a long time to get up to speed on stuff. Lots of doing it. But I'm getting there. So this year I have a little bit better of a plan as to growing things and drying them on time and building orders. So hopefully that'll go well. So my big thing this year, actually, I have 2 main goals besides the other little ones, like finishing the silky coop and stuff. But I'd like to get an IBC tank and include tilapia. That's one of my big goals this year. And then also I would like to, well, I guess a couple, because I do want to get a roux, whether it be a silky or another one. But I'd like to get a roux. And then, well, I have a few. Maybe I'll just wait on those. Thyme, yeah, so we have thyme and onions are doing good. We're going to try doing lots of powders this year. Oh, that's what I will say, because I want to try and get MPIP certified. So I'm going to push a little harder for that this year and getting along. That's your plan when it warms up. You're going to do catfish. Oh, okay, very cool. The tilapia, I was thinking here, I read that they can do real well in really cold or really hot swings. And then we like tilapia a lot too. So that's what I was thinking. And then just do it in a cut in half IBC tank. Is that kind of what you were planning on doing too? Or were you going to do like a pond? It's like it works trying to get a hold of me. Yay. So that's the plan. I'd like to do some fish. Of course, we are always on a mission for eating better. That's a goal. The food in the stores, the more you look into it and stuff, it's just full of a lot of junk. And so we really want to eat healthier. That's a huge goal. We want to be a little more self-sufficient. We don't want to rely on the system. So when I talk a lot about prepping and things like that, but really kind of where it stems from is we just don't want to be so reliant on the system that if something happens, we're SOL. And so by adding another animal, we can't do goats or things like that right now, but fish is an awesome another protein that we can have available that we can add besides the quail too. It's pretty easy to take care of. Matt, reach out to me and you can assist with all the questions. Oh, okay. I will. Yeah, I'll do that. I want to take the business. I kind of get caught in just liking to take on projects and stuff, and it deters from going after business side of stuff, I guess. I don't know, but I need to push that harder. I really do, just for the family and the homestead. So this year I'll be doing that, and I'll get hold of you. Rabbits too, she's saying. Ooh, you have a 1,000-gallon tank you use with your pond. Oh, okay. I didn't know you guys had a pond. Oh, and you do an aquaponics setup already. All right, wow. You're in the plumbing phase. Oh, okay. Wow, very cool. Yeah, I've done an aquaponics one before. I really want to do a bigger one, but 1,000-gallon, wow. Very cool. You'll have to, I don't know if you've showed that in videos or not, but when you get to it, you'll have to show that. That's awesome. CDB sand. There. Yep. So I have my solar system turned off right now, and that's really easy to do. Trying to point out little solar things as I think of them. So it looks like a mess. Can we see? We can. All right, so with this is my solar charge controller, and I can turn all of the power going to the DC, going out to all the lights and everything just by this button. So it's on, now it's off. And when it's nice and sunny like this and the windows are open and I have really no need for it going, the water pumps and things aren't running this time of year and stuff, I come in, I just turn that off all day. And by doing so, it just lets the batteries top up, charge up a little bit more, so they're not trickling down. On the really cloudy days, it can knock them back quite a bit. So, yeah. And what else? Let's see. That's kind of all I really had planned today. I didn't really have a long stream, just some chat. We did the stream last night. I am gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do a live stream. I was thinking of doing it in a live, but I think I'm just gonna do a video. So I have two main videos, I guess. One's a short, but that just get constant views and comments and emails and things on pretty much daily. And that is my incubator build. That one I get a couple of those a day. And then a couple of the PDF downloads and things a day too. And then the other one I did was just a short on my punching bag stand that I built. And it's I lost all the video footage on a phone that I lost, so I wasn't able to upload that. But I get comments at least once a week on that, people asking me to at least talk about how I did it. That I get, there's so many views on that. So I was considering doing it in a live, but I think I'm just going to sit down and do a little video and just explain what I did and then attach it. So I think I might do that here today when I hop off. I've been promising I'd do something like that for a while, so we'll probably make good on that. My new coop has solar too. You need to get a video out today too, Verna? I missed the notification or something, but I came across Guidros's one of their videos last night that I had missed that they just put up that I want to check out. So I'll be doing that. I'm short-handed at work. A lot of times on Sundays, when I have enough staff, I'm able to sit and watch a few YouTube videos of you guys and catch up a little bit some in the evening. And I'm real short-staffed now, so I'm not able to do that. But yeah. So my new coop will have solar. I'm putting it all in there too. If you weren't here for yesterday's live stream, I poured a concrete slab. And so I poured a 2.5 foot by 3.5 foot by 3 inch concrete slab, and we put rebar in it and did all that. And it's over there. And that's where the silky house is going to sit. Now, concrete needs to cure for a while. It takes it really ultimately 28 days is best for it to completely cure. So I'm going to work on this coop over here. I don't think I'm going to give it 28 days. It might get like 21 days, maybe. But I'll give it a little bit to cure there, and then I'm gonna be working on this other coop and move it out. Hopefully we'll do that on a live with that. So let's see. I'm gonna show you the autumn ambers out here. I wanted to pull one of them out too, just because. Oh, get off some seed here. One thing I learned, I want to point out, I learned last night that I didn't know, and so maybe there's someone in here that it would benefit too, or you may all know. But Aaron was talking about in his stream last night how if you feed them on the same schedule, it keeps them laying better because they learn. Well, he explained it all, and they all run to that. I didn't really realize that. I hadn't noticed that as much, and so I just kind of feed whenever I could. But I'm going to get them on a schedule now and see if I get a better egg production doing that. Got this nail. Hi, Rue. I'm handling him. 28 days for full strength. Yep. Oh, geez. Kind of this thumb. So originally I had wanted to build a quail aviary out here. I don't want to build one of those, but I don't know if I'm just going to have to with projects filling up. So I rotate some of my longer kept quail and have their dust bath in here. Since the aviary I was going to put here, that was the plan. But now I'm doing these silkies and I really like them. So they'll get most of this area back here. This is Nikki. She's the oldest one. And up top there, I don't know if we can see, they're kind of peeking through. Let's see. There's the other two. I was asked, I don't know if Paul or my dad, it feels weird saying Paul, but I don't know if he's still in here, but he had asked me a question the other day. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. So it's okay. He was asking me a question the other day about chicken breeds and what breeds I thought were best or I liked. And so I thought, well, I get that answer here too, because I don't have a lot of experience with too many breeds, but of the ones I have so far, she's hanging out here. She probably wants in her nesting box. There we go. Of the breeds I have here, the ones of the chickens, I'll say that I like best. So far from what I have, I think that the bigger chickens, I like the Orpington Buffs the best. I think they are very calm and gentle. They have a good demeanor. I think they're really pretty. They lay nice, big brown eggs pretty consistently in quite a few of them. They're really good for market. I've never had an Orpington Buff peck the eggs, whereas the others I have. And so, oh, you're still here, cool. And so I really liked those. I like those a lot. There'll be what I'm buying more of. And that's more for my market chickens, although they're good for us as well. They're kind of a larger breed, so they take a little more room, eat a little bit more food, but they'll be good for the eggs I'm selling. Whereas personally, I think if I was just going to have a couple chickens for me, and maybe in the backyard, so that I can just eat some eggs and enjoy some chickens, and I wasn't going to be eating the meat. I think the silkies are great. They're probably not best for the meat. They're not large bird and all that. And their eggs are a little bit smaller, but they're good eggs. They're really good eating. They take less space because they're smaller birds. Sometimes they're noisy, but they're not too bad. They're pretty quiet overall. They're pretty quiet birds, and they're fun. They follow all around the yard, and they're kind of like little pets. So I think those two breeds are my favorite of what I've experienced so far. And so those are the two we're going to be building up. The ones I do not like are the brown leghorns. I will never do those again. They're fairly quiet. The silkies are, yeah. I think any chicken, they do their egg. The main thing the silkies do is they do their egg song. So after they lay an egg or right before, they'll be loud for a few minutes sometimes, but that's about it. The Orpington buff doesn't make any sound. They're pretty quiet. I mean, they will, but I only have one right now, Betty. We're going to try and get 12 more. They're real quiet. They're energetic. Yeah, the silkies are. They're running. I keep looking because they're running around on the concrete pad and having fun, jumping around. The silkies also can't get away as easy because they're smaller. Can't flutter away quite as high and off. Verna's saying even the quail have an egg song. They do. I love their little songs. Button quail, I need to capture their song because they have very different noises. Nikki, you'd know this. But they have some very different noises. It scares my wife. She thinks it sounds like Elmo when this little like sound. I don't know, but their egg sounds are fun. But these guys do too. Isn't that right? I was hoping they'd be making some sounds in here. Yesterday the chickens really were, and that's why I wasn't using the mic because I was hoping to catch all the chicken sounds. I think those make cool background sounds on lives. But so I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes, and then I do think I'm going to go inside and try and make that video on the punching bag stand to come out. But got 10 of you on here. Is there any? Oh, the sizzle is Nathan. Yeah, some of the hens have boy names because we're hoping for roos. We love the hens, but I keep hoping for a little roo. And so when they popped out, those are the names they got. I love listening to the buttons. They sound like they're laughing at you. Yeah. I haven't heard the growl yet. No. Maybe my wife has. That's funny. Their sounds are funny. Their eggs are good. My son enjoys cooking up. Casey enjoys cooking up the eggs. They're tiny. But so yeah, I was gonna say the last few minutes here, if anyone has any questions or things, otherwise I'll just kind of chat for another minute. They have very small eggs. Yeah. So me and Farmer Casey discovered how to do a new type of video. It's an interactive video. And so we're going to be trying to come out with a couple of those little videos. Maybe I've been thinking of some ideas where you guys will be able to watch and interact with it. Hopefully we can get that going. You guys are making those sounds now? Look at these guys here. Next Sunday, I would like to do our cooking live, so I plan on that if all things go well. I need to get some quail called because that's one with quail, a quail recipe. Hey, Bob, and he's reminding everyone to hit like. Thanks. Hope you're doing well, Bob. Oh, look, here comes Farmer Casey. These are a breeder set of the jumbos. Were you going to say hi? I'm going to show you. What's that? Oh, a button quail? Do you want me to come get it? Let's see. I'll come grab it. Farmer Casey's bringing me one. All right, so here we go. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Hang on. Okay, got a couple eggs. I don't have a chicken eggs. I brought them inside already. But this one's the same size as the chicken eggs. It's so they don't peck. It's a fake one. Camera's kind of low, but that's all right. There we go. Trying to install new vent hood, not having fun. No, no, Bob. Staying away from sharp edges so I don't do them at you. Slow down and use caution. And I hope it goes well for you, Bob. All right, so this is the fake one, but that's a chicken egg for size. Orpington buff. This one here is a silky egg, so you can see a little bit smaller. All right. And we have a quail egg. I don't have any of the jumbos right now. This is a good sized quail egg. So we'll put that next to them. I don't know how well you can see with my fingers in the way. You get the idea. Okay, so the quail egg, and then here is a button quail egg. And so it's about maybe half the size. Ta-da! They're small. Are you gonna come back in here, Nathan? She's looking at me. Off she goes. They discovered they can get under the quail thing now because I moved a board, so they're trying to get under there. Yeah, compared to the button quail, so they are, yeah. She's saying the eggs are small, but compared to the button quail itself, they are huge. That's like when you get a huge jumbo egg out of just a tiny little regular bird. So a button quail is to quail eggs as a silky egg is to a buffy. Hey, Commode Bear, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Good to see you. Kind of catching the end of the stream here, but that is okay. Welcome. I'm not going to be on too long. I am going to go try and make that video on how I built the punching bag stand so as to appease those 40,000 people. The personality, that's why they have unique names, yes. They got names. The other ones don't really. The only other chicken that has a name, the regular ones, is the Orpington buff, and that is Betty. Just caught you quick on break doing some cleanup. Oh, hey, well, welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good seeing you here. That's what I've been working on today too, cleanup. Lots of cleanup. Well, let me think. Is there anything anyone wants to see around here? There's not a whole lot going on. We can take a look at the other chickens or the garlic. I guess that's about it. It's warming up. We're getting ready for everything to be going on. I think these guys are looking at me. Quail are fun. If you don't have quail, you need quail. They're fun. I need more quail. Many, many more. So, yeah. All right. I am going to hop off then. Are you getting a subscription from Aaron? I was considering it. I'm thinking about it. So actually what I'm thinking is I need to look at that. And maybe if I can do one like every other month so as to cut in bloodline. And then do some of mine as well. You only had one Silky when you had chickens in Texas. Called her Happy because she came from Japan. You were told, oh, okay. We'll see you. Thanks for showing up, Commode Bear Shalom. Yeah, I like the Silkies. They're fun. They are. They get underfoot, and I'm surprised I haven't stepped on one, to be honest. But They're very happy. I've made a couple tinctures. So I made a toothache tincture, and that works out excellent. I think that's the only tincture we've made so far. Yeah, well, I had just heard you say it. I know I'd heard you say it before, but I heard you say it yesterday, and so my brain started clicking. And so that's something I'll be looking into for sure about the subscription. That's cool you do that. You do that. I know you had said that before, but I got really thinking. Alternate between quail and chickens. Have a blessed week, Jappy. Oh, it was Jappy. That makes more sense. That's pretty funny. I thought you said happy. Have a blessed one, Bob. You guys all have a good one. So I guess I got to say my thing. You glad this week with purpose and try and get some things done and make a difference, right? I thought I saw something on the wall there. You guys have a blessed week. We'll see you next time. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. We'll either see in your streams or the next time I am on. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. If you haven't so, give me a thumbs up on your way out. That would really help. And y'all rock. I was having kind of a rough morning. I come on, talk to y'all, and it makes it so much better.